Hello there, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Tale of Immortal gameplay series. Today we will finally really go for the treasures we need for the breakthrough. Not just sect business like the last time, but it was a necessary evil since my skills are now way beyond what we had before. So it's a good moment now to just stroll through the land and explore the place because we are actually looking now for specific locations where we can find the chi energy thingies. So many random events constantly. I got hit by lightning. Wonderful. Something like that. So let's double check that. So, mythical beasts in these areas. I really forgot how to acquire these guys, but I somehow vaguely remember that they were linked to these. Not quite sure. But it is, at this moment, really important to check out these entire areas there and explore it thoroughly. Because I really need to find where all the cities are, where all the spiritual realms are, or this little thing here. If I remember correctly, this Land of the Spirits is also a location where you can get yourself a treasure of these ones that I require, you know? So, let's go to the northernmost borders of this area. The locations get randomly placed every run, so you never know what you find where. You see, there's a new sect there. They're not oriented into any of my skills, but whatever. Land is pretty big. And we're currently just, well, flying around and spending time with uncovering the map, but once we're done with all these things, I can teleport around and, what did I click? I really don't know what I did click, but thanks for the spiritual fruit and skill points. So we're going to leave those people and let them fight for that stuff. I like to keep out of cultivators' business. Problem is not the people that you piss off directly. Problem are the people that they are related to, you know? It's no biggie to straight up kill somebody who's weaker than you, but you have to take into account that his mentor will come after you, his entire sect will come after you, and these can be very, very unpleasant combats. So, how much north can I go here? How big is Yongning? I haven't had it that large in memory, but yeah, we have found now the northernmost point. I was already wondering. It's pretty important to not accidentally wander into the next area there, because the random encounters there are not meant for weak people like me. And I'd get stomped there quite quickly, so always keep an eye out on your environments. Well, let's see. According to the time that we're currently needing, I guess we're at least gonna spend a year or so to get all that done. So, you do this. Why are people coming randomly to me and asking me what kind of skills they should learn? Ruins. Alright, quite a useless manual. Has nothing to do with my own stuff. I mean, it's not entirely useless what I'm doing here because I'm collecting a lot of events and all those, but oh yeah, nice healing stuff. But a lot of the world here is just flat out empty, sadly. Wait a sec, that's not what I wanted to click. Here we go. So now we don't need to meditate anywhere anymore because we got all the experience we required. Now it's all about finding the locations where I can get those treasures from. So, Guanjiang Town. Let's see if I have found locations with those names by now. I think I haven't found enough cities so far. So yeah, there is... That's where we can find a monster now. Sounds good, doesn't it? Let's see, how far do I need to teleport? Oh yeah, come on. The other sect is like, no, Bob. You're not a friend of ours. You're not allowed to teleport here. Ugh. That's fine. I was busy exploring anyways. We need to find all the elemental realms, and I think that spirit realm that I found there is also one of the locations that are important, because we can find boss monsters there that drop cool things for us. I love it when my groupies are running after me to spar with me while I'm out there in the open. Thanks for the experience. Pays off in this game to have friends, actually. Pretty interesting experience, although it's all very, very grindy. This is one of the things that I really dislike about this game, but I knew what I was getting myself into. I had to take a couple of years of a break after the early access because I actually feared the grind. But you know, there's so many new things keeping me busy. I like that. There we go. So skill points are racking up. We're going to need those quite desperately. I'm working here pretty much ahead of my time because that stuff, these skill points, they are something you will need so much. And basically when you have enough skill points for your current loadout, you should actually grind more, because once you have broken through to the next realm, you get access to better passive skills, and these require again more skill points, and you might already guess where that's going, so you will always need more skill points as far as I know. I mean, correct me where I stand wrong, please. Be my guest, I'm always happy when I learn something new. So, let's go for these cities. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't find anything except for a rather unimportant sect building there. But whatever. So, can I actually turn that in at any town? Yes, I can. Beautiful. How useful. Well, so let's check out the manual pavilion. Most of the time they don't have anything you really want, but that's due to the tendency of very low quality there of the items, or the techniques, as you see there. Blue is the highest one. We could, though, get ourselves that one. Yeah, come on. Do I have enough? No, I have only one mayor's decree. Ah, too bad. Manual refresh in 1 month, so we're also not gonna make it in time. Anyways, let's, can I afford that? So, yeah. Tavern, we're going to work with that topic later. So the tavern and booze consumption is extremely important in this game, as it gives you really good bonuses. And I do remember how much effort I took to roll the correct bonuses back there when I was playing in Nightmare mode. So I'm selling off some of the stuff that I'm carrying around here from the loot. These are all items to cheer up your mood. I don't know if you can actually gift them to other people. I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, they also make quite good stuff for some fast spirit stone gain. And the tree vault waits for... actually not that. I want to store this. That ring we're going to store as well. I've had those stolen from me as well. In this game, you're getting robbed blind and naked and all if you don't pay attention to what's happening around you. So everything that's valuable should be always in your storages. So let's check out. If I remember correctly, Sichuan City. Oh well, all right. That was defeated. Didn't I get a message about a monster here? Yeah, well, whatever. I am obviously too late. What does it matter right now to me? New monsters will arrive. Always. So, let's keep exploring. So, we've entered Stormvale. So, this is an area where we can gather the chi items. Okay. Cannot remember if we need to collect that stuff. Like, grind it from the monsters, because I have that vague memory that you can get the entire chi orb from slapping a boss. So, let's see. Only notes from stuff being killed. So now we're starting the our own monster hunting business, you know. So, Shishong Town. We already know of that place. Good. So, the southernmost border of the map. Hooray! Let's see what we find here. Most of the time, these places aren't yielding too many interesting items, but that has been in the past. I need to check on out how it is nowadays. This is, after all, the full release of the game, and a lot of things have actually changed. Good. I definitely grew a lot stronger. I'm not sure if I am currently already strong enough to tackle those bosses, though, or if I need to learn those mind skills first. Could be either way. I mean, I'm used to nightmare difficulty, so probably it's going to be quite easy now. Maybe it's not, I don't know. So far, I feel as if nobody's really hurting me. Enemies are generally just very weak. But, well, I guess it has advantages if you play on the high difficulties first. The real problem that I had with the higher difficulties was that you have the stronger enemies and all, but you don't have any option to become stronger yourself. You're basically playing with a very, very low amount of damage. And that makes the whole experience very bullet spongy, or that has been the case in the past. Maybe this has been ironed out by now, I don't know. So here we have the Evergreen boss fight. Those who are around for the entire series already know that we had this guy without his protective face. The range of my character is really horrible. You need to get up very close to the enemy to hurt them. And against enemies like him, you want to stand back. It's an easier way to block his projectiles. So, flying fish. Come on, that can't be all. But at least I saw that I was able to take down bosses like him quite easily. Slicer's Forceful Firebolt. So, well, that's basically the same skill that I already got. It's kind of a shame because it's a very similar version of mine. By the way, these skills, they all have a very similar but not quite the same names. They have the same basic effect, but the upgrades are different, so... I really got no clue what this interaction with this weird sage is actually doing for you or not. So, let's see. I I think I have by now discovered all the cities in this land, which is a very important step because now if we hear anywhere from a monster breaking out somewhere, can just check it out there. So, if my memory does not mislead me, these spirit realms were all about boss fighting. And we can find them treasures there that we need. Alright, so Yang Ta Town. I cannot remember that I saw that. So, Mushroom Man appeared near Sichuan and Yang Ta Town. So, looks like we have a hint here for another city. So Sichuan is that north of me. Alright. Let's travel over there. Here we have the Arctic field. But I'm avoiding these because if my memory serves me right, then we are later hunting the big bosses from these areas anyways, and they yield you that stuff that the little guys drop anyways. So, let's see if I'm already powerful enough for a proper boss fight. If nobody else is taking the boss away from me now because I took too long to travel there. Alright. So, if I understand this neutralization effect correctly, then having a high skill in something makes you resistant to that kind of damage. But only if you are better at that skill than the enemy. That's at least how I understood that. Okay. Always good to spar with somebody. Oh yeah, sure. We're not going to stop that here, aren't we? I'm always happy when I can get my extra experience up. Oh, I whiffed that one. So he blocked his my attack with his mobility skill. That happens to me sometimes. Oh, he's actually quite powerful. So I lost, didn't I? Yeah, that's okay. Losing in sparring is not a problem at all. I think I just gain less experience from that. Yeah, knowledge is a little bit lower. Yeah, your sect is the greatest. Is that what you came for? So... oh yeah, that's a stat booster. These can be pretty useful too. 3 people want to spar with me. I wonder if this is because I'm right next to a city. Alright. So... this guy's pretty annoying. I do know, though, that these mobility skills of the enemies are not limitless, so... got him. I feel like I need more HP, though. Really feel like a mind skill or 2 for more HP wouldn't hurt. Well, that's the next big chapter. So are we done now? Yeah, you guys are the greatest. Are we done now? Yeah. Okay. So... this Coatl thing is, I think, a lightning monster. And there's the Mushroom Man. Wait a sec. I wanna get my HP and all back before I attack that thing. It's not that deep in the month yet, and would suck to be beaten up and all. What's that thing? Yongning Rookie Board. So that's the best cultivators here in the area in certain realms, I see. So that I know who I can hunt if I want to be the strongest fire cultivator here of Yongning. Of course, competitiveness matters. Alright, so looks like these monsters are really no match to me. Wow, we're totally slapping that dude. Okay. That was not a problem at all. So here we have a herb textbook. That's why you always want to hunt these monsters. And let's see what he else drops. I've forgotten many things here. So, alright, these guys are not dropping any treasures. Okay. But this textbook, where is it? There. These guys give you the ability to learn the crafting skills better. We need to craft later, whether we want it or not. But for now I can postpone it. But it's really good to learn it from these things. Yeah, dude, I know you guys are the greatest. I really wonder why this event is so present there. So, Quicksand's Reach near Jijia Town. And Lan Yu Sect. So let's see. I definitely lack the knowledge of several cities here. So, let's see. That alchemist, Lan Yu Sect. It's actually back there. Problem is, if I go back, if I go for this guy, I am at the end of the world. So I rather look for other places. So, let's try that. These are the most dangerous bosses in the Yongning area. And I want to know how well I fare against these. The mini-bosses in the town's vicinity were not an issue at all, so I'm feeling lucky now, you know. Because it's pretty important for my development to get all that stuff as fast as possible. We'll still have to work hard for the chi essences, but let's use one skill burst here. Gobble down one health pot. These are limited per run, by the way, so pays off later to have stronger versions of these, but currently it's not that necessary. Yeah, busting down the elite enemies so fast. Okay, there's a Quattle. Oh yeah, this thing is going down. Oh boy. Yeah, I think fire is pretty powerful, but I mean, lore-wise, it just makes sense. Oh, this is neat if the bosses are not stupid bullet sponges that you can kick around endlessly. So, wait a sec, this is already for the next stage? Am I too early? What? No, I think I must be mistaken. So, let's see. Yeah, here, Millennium Stalactite. Exactly. So we can then... Yeah, these three, we can collect them. But the purple one's the stronger ones. can't remember anymore. But I think the golden ones were the actual best ones. So there's another Land of the Spirits around the corner. So since it went down that well, I'm just gonna go for another tussle here. Because these things, they have a timer for their cooldown, you know. It'll take a couple of months or so until I can get back in there again. Therefore, let's do it right away, collect them treasures. Pretty deep into our into the journey of our next cultivation level. It will only get harder from here, but it's a pretty cool journey. And the difference there between this difficulty level and the higher ones is that on Nightmare I wouldn't have had any chance here without a proper set of mind upgrades. So, in other words, grind it. Grind it until you can fight it. And that was surprisingly way less fun than I anticipated. Because it only means that you have to spar a couple of bajillion times more. You have to raid a couple of the same dungeons 100 times more, so to say. And, well, didn't exactly add to my gameplay experience. As I didn't see any other option of making my character more powerful rather than the grinding of mind skills. Alright, that Dankang dude is pretty annoying later down the road. Right now, I just have way too much damage for him to last against me. Just blasting him down. This is one of the more nasty bosses later. This is just the starter version of his this fine young gentleman. Okay, so there should be a third Land of the Spirits here somewhere. I think the Land of the Arcane is already the next for the next cultivation level, and I shouldn't go in there because it should be too hard for me. That's, by the way, the reason why you keep exploring the entire world, because otherwise you wouldn't be capable of finding all these places that you need to find here. So, let's see. Little monster guys spawning at the sects. We can also hunt them by buying ourselves some talismans that allow us to teleport. You know, it's another thing you can do. Talismans are basically scrolls. It's just a fancy word in Wuxia world for scroll, let's say. So, yeah, just like I said, spending around a year or so just with exploring. That's okay. I mean, you have to pay attention to the lifespan of your character. As you see here, currently, I'm only capable of getting 90 years old, so we don't want to get too old here. But honestly, this is usually not an issue. Maybe it is on the super high difficulty levels, but I've turned my back on these as they are, I think, not too compatible for the camera. If you like these things, I don't really want to badmouth it. It's just like, it's very hard to transport the fun of that to the camera, because, you know, these dungeons and all, they're pretty cool, but believe me, when you play them for the 50th, 80th, 100th time, because you just have to get these materials, or whatever might be the case while you're grinding it, it really burns you out after a while, when it takes forever because the enemies are beefy as hell. And added on top of all that is the constant pressure that on Nightmare difficulty you're suffering permadeath. If you have used up all your charges from the Bakwa Jade, you're dead forever. Which puts quite a heavy pressure on the runs, but well, I also enjoyed somehow. Maybe it is easier after you have unlocked enough the destinies. Maybe that was the entire mistake of mine. At least that's what I'm currently assuming, that the Nightmare mode isn't even thought to be played when you start out of the game. No. I think that was my entire mistake. Here we have to take the entire dungeon. We can't take any shortcuts today. It's a pretty nasty composition. Here, right now, it does wear me down only a little bit, but it can be really nasty, since, as you see, it drains your HP, it drains your energy, or your health pots. All your resources get strained a little bit by traveling through the entire dungeon. Right now, luckily, we don't need too many preparations, and this next breakthrough is the biggest thing, you know. Real big thing about the next breakthrough are the many chi bubbles that we need to collect there. So, there goes the Goliath crab. Yeah, my mobility skill is more like another assault skill. It's not exactly something to evade. I just want to smack right to the face of the enemy. It's a quite fun thing. Okay, we got it. Nice. So I found quite a lot of different fruits. I should really get back to my sect homies and check back at the guardian of my sect. Good, very good. So I have now found all the 3 foundation treasures. So what we then only require are these chi bubbles. So we're going to go and hunt chi bubbles next time. So thank you all for watching and being around. I really appreciate you guys. This is a very, very fun experience, especially since I have the memory of it being so much harder, and this feels like a breeze, and it's actually fun, because I really want to know how it goes down when we leave Ying and get into the later stages of the game. That all being said, we're going to go after all that next time. Leave me your comments down below, consider subscribing, and of course, I'd be really, really happy if you'd give PayPal, Patreon, or Buy Me a Coffee a look. The links are in the description box, and a big, big thanks to all the supporters out there. I really, really appreciate your help. And most importantly, all you still watching, thanks. It really, really that means a lot to me. All you guys watching my videos until the very end. It's really, really lovely. So, have a good day. See you soon. Bye-bye.